What is going on today, guys? Bad Haircut here, and welcome back to an episode of WNN. In our first story, we have a new plugin from Excite Audio called Bloom Palette Object. Just finding any combination of words that hasn't been taken, huh? Alright. So it blends organic sounds such as household objects, machinery, and tuned foley with acoustic instruments and percussion from around the world. It also features a sequencer. They state, often in digital music, a lack of real sounds can lead to lifeless and cold sounding tracks. This versatile instrument is built to bring real-life sounds and textures to your productions, inspired by the music of Fortet, Burial, and Fredigan. I feel like they're setting the bar pretty high there. That's good though. Burial is an influence, can't complain about that. So I think this gives a little more context to the name. So they claim it's their first installment in a new category of Bloom instruments called palettes, which are designed to combine multiple sources together. Personally, I can't say I'm really that interested in the sequencer. I feel like using a third-party sequencer overcomplicates things if you don't have to. My thought while reading this is hopefully you don't have to use a sequencer. I guess we'll find out here in a minute. Okay, they're just saying the same things over and over here. It has household foley, mechanical and electrical items, tune foley, textures and noises, acoustic drums and percussion, instrument one-shots, rhythmic loops, and melodic loops. We've got some demos here. Let's check that out. Okay, I get what they're going for. I really feel like these are not the greatest demos. The second one was okay. Okay, it's a little bit of a vibe. Yeah, that one's giving me some Lopalux vibes. Yeah, this doesn't seem too bad. I feel like this looks like one of those like abstract art sort of things with like the patterns. I can't think of it. I feel like I've seen this on somebody's like skirt before though, or something, or blouse or some shit. I don't know. I'm thinking you do not have to use the sequencer, and that would be my main complaint with this. I don't think I would want to use a sequencer. $39, normal price is $59. Not sure how long the sale is for. Okay, so you can select the key. It's a little bit like arcade, it seems like, in that aspect. I mean, it doesn't seem that terrible. You know, I don't know. Maybe we just had so many terrible things on this show lately that, you know, for once it's like, oh, okay, well, this doesn't seem that bad. You know, I've seen so much worse recently. In our next story, we have... God, this is so fucking dumb. In our next story, we have a new plugin from FuckFX. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that, but it's FKFX. So FuckFX Audio. So this new one is called INFLUX Pro. This is an updated version of a previous plugin of theirs, and they state it is strongly updated. We'll wait to see if that is the case with this new version. They say it is an instantaneous sonic retox engine. Never hear that word. You know, hey, at least from dictionary.com, it says a period during which a person interrupts or ends a regimen of abstinence from alcohol and drugs or unhealthy food, often as a binge. I'm sorry to tell you guys this, but you know, no drugs for me. So, you know, fuck you and your stupid fucking plugin, you dick. You think sobriety's a joke, huh? I'm just kidding. Let's smoke some weed together. I'm just kidding. Let's smoke some crack together. So it has an advanced flux resonator module, complete with filters and tube distortion for unparalleled sound design possibilities. What the fuck is a flux resonator module? Hold on a second. Does the plugin actually have this KVR award on it? I hope to God it actually does. Okay, so they say what it is here. They say it is a blend of classical resonator and real-time varying wavetable technology that allows you to effortlessly punch any loop or sound into its electrifying version. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? So it resonates and real-time varying wavetable technology. So it's like a resonator but dynamic. So I guess you set it to scale. So it is $39 on sale from the normal price $59. Let's look at the video. So this is definitely giving some Aphex Twin vibes right now, but I'm just, I want to hear before and after of what it does to sounds.
But that's what makes it so unique. The first LFO controls the pitch of the resonator and refreshes its buffer at every point of the Flux LFO's curve, creating a fresh and evolving sound. The second LFO adjusts the dry-wet mix of the effect.
It's kind of, I think it's kind of interesting.
Having an LFO on the dry-wet may feel unusual, but that's exactly what sets INFLUX Pro apart. To adjust and change the behavior of the dry-wet LFO, there are three main controls on the plugin. The first lets you set the maximum allowed level for the dry-wet mix. A small glowing dot on the LFO visually represents the real-time value of this control. Additionally, there are two push buttons on the interface. The first, labeled Wet Only, allows you to output.
So yeah, it really has that sticker on the plugin. Cool.
By activating the LFO grid, you can hover your mouse over the hexagons, and each one will load a different LFO curve. There are various types of LFO.
This is kind of cool. I kind of like this.
Indicated by different color zones. Once you've selected the type you want, you can generate thousands of variations with a single click. The orange grid contains all these variations. You can listen to them by hovering over each hexagon, and when you find one you like, just click to add it to the editor on the right. Once you're done with the LFO grid, press Done to return to the classic editor. You'll notice that the LFO you selected during the grid session are now easily morphable.
Okay, that is pretty fucking cool. That is pretty cool. I don't know what the hell I'd use this for, but I like some of the features within it. Fuck effect. Fuck effect. It's kind of an interesting concept. I really wish they gave us some more varied demo because it's kind of hard to make heads or tails of it with that sound. You know, we're just hearing that one specific sound being manipulated a bunch of different ways because it still sounded the same, but different at the same time. I don't fucking know. Does that make any sense to you guys? I don't fucking know. We're moving on. Fuck effect. In our next story, we have an update to a sampler that a lot of people seem to like, the AMIGO sampler. They've released version 2, and it's actually a free update. Thank God, because you know, nowadays a lot of people are trying to milk the upgrades. So it is only 10 pounds. It's an 8-bit sampler that features an mkii style time stretching. Some of the updates are a bit odd, one of which being you have to authorize your computer to use AMIGO now. They've added a new internal file browser. There's an embed button that saves the sample file into the project state so you can send project files to friends without losing samples. That seems like something that should have been there to begin with. Kind of dropped the ball now in a little bit. There's new modulation. There's a new modulation section, sample rate improvements, and there is now an auto slice feature. Pretty simple stuff, pretty cool. In our next story, we have something that happened about a week ago that I kind of missed. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Or maybe if I did see it, I just kind of scrolled past it or something. I don't fucking know. But essentially, Native Instruments is ending software support for earlier versions of, I don't know why I said that way, for earlier versions of the machine. This comes via a forum post that an administrator had made on Native Instruments forum. They will soon be ending software support for the Machine Mark 1, Machine Mark 2, Machine Micro Mark 1, Machine Micro Mark 2, the Machine Jam, Studio, Micro Mark 3, Mark 3, and Plus are still supported. So essentially, they're saying that they can no longer guarantee repairs to a lack of available components, and that as operating systems advance, there are a limit to the changes they can make without breaking the hardware integrations. And they state that they will be able to focus more on the more current machine software. So they state that you will still be able to use your machine hardware with the Machine 2 software, and it still supports Apple Silicon and VST3 support. But after November 6th, they will no longer be maintaining this hardware, and they cannot guarantee support in future operating systems. So the takeaway here is if you have these older machines, maybe sell them before other people hear about this. If you really want to keep it though, I guess if you use a Mac, don't update your operating system forever. And then if it breaks, you're shit out of luck. So, I mean, you'd be shit out of luck either way, but I mean, you won't be able to even get it repaired. So, yeah. Like I said, sell them to somebody who doesn't know about this. Quick before the word gets out. Our next story, there's a new Sp404 Mark II limited edition version. Cool little claymation thing here, or whatever the fuck this is. So as you can see, it's got Moodyman here. It's got a little picture of him there. I will say I've enjoyed a few Moodyman tracks in my days. So they're only selling 600 units. That is a freaky album cover. It comes with 10 banks of exclusive samples and patterns, including 6 tracks and 4 modern KDJ classics. Yeah, you get all of this here. I'm gonna be honest, it looks pretty attractive. Okay, so you can get it for $579. If you press the like button on this video, I promise to do something devious. And you'll be safe from the devious thing if you press the like button. Thank you very much. Subscribe if you're new here. If you're enjoying this content and you want even more of it, check out my second channel. I upload almost every single day there. It'll be linked down in the description. If you want to support the channel and what I do here, consider joining my Patreon and becoming a channel member. For as low as $5 a month, you get access to exclusive content, outtakes, and other goodies. I'll see you guys next time.